pauses. My field of vision is as far as it needed to. My apologies.
Is it okay that I ask about a different book?
Yeah. Any.
So I read Gold last year and I loved it. And I just wondered how you managed to capture that kind of sporting adrenaline rush, then especially that opening scene. I think is very kind of visceral. The reaction I had to it. I just wondered if that was because you had been cycling or.
So when I was, thanks for the question as well, by the way. At school, I was really bad at sport. I had a report from my PE teacher one year. Did you say PE? Physical education? He was called Mr. Winter, and he wrote, he wrote, Christopher tries very hard. But we find it safer to pass him a book than the ball. that was me growing up. So I've always been like, I write about things that I'm outside of. If I'm writing about bravery, it's because I'm not very brave. I'm interested in where it comes from. You know, and if I'm writing about sport in gold, it's because I don't get it. And so I finally do this research so that I will get it. And sometimes I get so into the research that I have to be reminded that I'm meant to be writing a novel. So yeah, for gold, I got a coach and trained up as a cyclist. And I won exactly no races. But gosh, I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. I went training with some of these Olympians. I went training with one amazing person who's a world champion called Siobhan Mullen. And you know, I've been training for a year by this point. And I went out on a training ride with her, and we cycled up this mountain, and I was in front and doing really well and thinking, I'm finally understanding what it is to win. This is great. I was on my limit, really like panting and feeling that my heart was going to pop out through my eyeballs, but I was still ahead of Siobhan. And I was thinking, well, you know, essentially I'm beating a world champion here, therefore basically I am a world champion. And now I finally understand that euphoria of beating someone, right, of victory. At which point, Siobhan pulls up level with me, not sweating at all, not even panting, and she's doing something with her phone. She's doing her shopping online. Because the pace that I was setting up this hill was so tedious. And she said to me, oh, that was a good warm-up. Shall we go now? and it was at that moment I realised that I hadn't discovered the euphoric feeling of victory. I discovered what it means to be crushed, to be totally defeated. And what I actually loved was that absolutism of sport. Right? It's this only place in life where there's either like a 1 or a 0. You know, you've either done it or you haven't. And I became obsessed with the psychology of athletes because, you know, in some ways we idolise them, and correctly so. You know, they represent everything that's best about our civilization. They also, and I feel I should make this point, represent everything that's worst about our civilization. And so in order to achieve their dreams, they have to destroy everyone else's. That's not very nice. I interviewed one of them who shall remain nameless, who'd won a silver medal at Beijing, and I asked her, you know, how did you feel about that? You know, well done, how did you feel? And she said it was the worst effing day of my life. You know, and you just think, gosh, that's such a completely different mentality. I think, you know, I was really good at that sport, I was better at that sport than 6.999999 billion people. That's good, right? But because she wasn't the best, it was the worst day of her life, and she was scarred by it. I thought, you're brilliant, I want to put you straight in.
Do we have anybody else? It's okay if we don't, because we're kind of out of time. So I just want to double check. Nobody's going to regret this afterwards. It's not going to be
You're not going to have any of that, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Chris, please. We're not finished yet, because does everybody have raffle tickets? If you don't have raffle tickets, by the way, get some raffle tickets if you're right.
Yes.
Did you get raffle tickets?
Late comers, anybody?
Late comers, get raffle tickets, go grab raffle tickets. Our lovely friends at Dubray have given us books, bags of them to give away, and vouchers as well. And a lot of these have copies of Chris's book in it as well, so if you don't have one, this might be a handy way of getting it before you go out and buy it, obviously, and spend Afterwards, we're going to our book swap afters, and there will be other people coming from the book club as well. Chris is also coming with us. He's decided he's coming to the pub with us, and he's brought his own book for the book swap. So I thought he was joking when he said it online during the week, and apparently he's not.